All right, everybody, and we are back with another match here at the Action Palace Amateur Team Cup 2, and this is a team match here. We have players Andre Moss versus Trayvon Miles. It looks like Trayvon won the lag here, so he's going to break first for his team. Scotty doesn't know, who are now on the hill for the entire match. I should say for the entire event. Team out of Columbus been playing really, really good. Defending champion 8-Ball Scholars are going to have an amazing comeback if they're going to defend their championship. This is a team 9-ball match, race to 5. Wow, great break by Trayvon there. Made the wing ball, made the one, squatted the cue ball, got kicked over a little bit. Actually, probably helped him out a little bit better. So now you can do the 2-ball in the upper left-hand corner, and then play shape for the 3-ball in the bottom left, and we'll see what he can do from there. Depends on the shape he gets on the 3. Depends on how easy it is to get to the 4. Okay, good pot there. Maybe you want to be a little more straight on the 3. So it looks like he's going to have to go into that 4-8. I'm sorry, 5-8. See what type of position he gets on the 4 after this. Now you could hit this with a little bit of speed and try to drive the 5-ball out of there. Have the cue ball go to the rail, or you can hit this a little softer, pocket the 3, get the 5 and 8 out of the way to shoot the 4-ball. Problem with that, if you don't hit this hard enough, that 5-ball might marry up to that 7 and get in the way. So see what he does here. Oh, he hit that with some pace, yeah. All right. So looks like he's gonna have to stun this 4-ball. Have the cue ball stun over for the 5-ball. Yep, it's kind of shooting where he wants to be at. He wants to, in a sense, have a little bit of a back cut on the 5-ball so he can kind of stun over for the 7-ball. Trayvon's been playing really good today. He's been breaking good. Potting ball's really good. So yeah, I don't think he wanted to go that high. I think he probably wanted to have a little more stun on that. So, so I don't think the 5-ball goes in the side. So I'm thinking cut the 5-ball down to the bottom right hand corner, and then come across to play the 7-ball in either the top left corner or the bottom left corner. Oh, didn't expect that. He undercut that. Hit it with a high ball to come down here for the 7-ball. All right, so we got Andre here. I always call him Moss when I see him around, so he's just going to be Moss for me. All right, so pocket the 5, probably with a little bit of a high ball. Come down here one rail for the 7. Overcut it a little bit. Yeah, Moss hasn't shot a lot today, so could be a little bit off. Just hadn't had the reps in today. But it's tough trying to do that and run the event and all this other stuff. So he's a great player. I played him many times. Last video, we talked about a story of him and I playing a perfect match. So definitely check that out. All right, great shot by Trayvon. Okay, he could shoot the 7 in the side if it goes, but me personally, I'm shooting the 7 ball all the way up into the upper left hand corner and just kind of stunning or the draw on the cue ball back for the 8 in the side. Yep, just like that. Perfect shape too, because he can just shoot a stop shot on the 8 ball. Yep, just like that. Same thing on the 9 ball to get on the board first. And there it is. All right, so Team Scotty doesn't know jumps out to a 1-rack-to-nothing lead in this team 9 ball match. So our next game is going to be Bob DeTurk for 8 ball scholars and Scott Stevens for Scotty doesn't know. Wonder where they got the name. Now I know both of these guys. Good dudes. All right, so Bob's gonna rack the balls up here. In his last 9 ball match, I think he broke dry 3 times, or at least 2. So see if he changes anything on his break. See if he can start getting the wing ball to go. Maybe get the 1 ball to go on the side with the cut break. See what he has here. All right, he's going out to a little more of the center of the table. He's not right on the rail this time, so see what happens. All right, put a little more pace on that. Got the wing ball, but didn't really get a good shot on the 1. I mean, even if he squatted the cue ball, he might have been able to hit the 1, but wouldn't really be able to make it. So I foresee him pushing out here. For those who don't know, push out is the shot immediately after the break. Excuse me, on a 9 ball or 10 ball game. And you can shoot the cue ball anywhere on the table without foul. You don't have to hit a ball. You don't have to hit a rail afterwards. You don't have to hit the legal ball. Just put the cue ball anywhere you want it, as long as you don't scratch. And then your opponent has the option to either shoot the shot you left them or give it back to you. So you don't want to give them something too terribly bad, but you kind of have an idea of what you're going to play if they give it back to you. So if Scotty gives this back to them, gives this back to Bob, Bob has to have an idea of, okay, what safety am I playing or what shot am I playing? All right, Sky's taking a shot. I think he's gonna hit a safety here, I think. I don't think he's gonna go for the shot. Yep, there you go. Just kick to the side. Put the cue ball on the 1 ball on opposite sides. I mean, ideally, if you can try to get one of those the balls, 4 or the 5, in between the 1 and the cue ball, would have been even better. But from here, I mean, this 1 ball is not really easily made. So sometimes playing a safety, just leave them a hard shot, leave them a hard angle, leave them distance. Don't always have to snooker behind the ball, even though that's ideal. And Bob coming over doing the same thing. Ideally, he probably want to put some more pace on that, put the 1 ball behind the 6 and the 9 area. But again, This is not really an easy shot. I think the one ball might pass the 6 and the 9. I'm not quite sure. All right, let's see what he has in store here. Which safety he wants to play here. Yep, good shot. Bank the one ball and leave the cue ball right behind the 9. That is a very high level IQ shot there by Scott Stevens. And I know Scott. I've played him a couple times, seen him in tournaments. He is a very high IQ level player. All right, looks like we're doing a 2-rail kick, possibly even a 3-rail kick onto the one ball. Bob's been kicking pretty good this event, so see what happens. Anytime you get the balls moving. Okay. So that was a good safety there by Scott Stevens. And the rack's pretty much wide open from here. I don't see the 4 ball passing the 5, but it's got 5 other pockets it can go into, so just has to get on the same. It has to get on the right angle on the 3 ball from the 1, so we can get onto the 4. Ooh, use all that pocket, Scotty. But also, Scotty hasn't had a lot of table time either these last couple matches, so he could be a little off. All right, so I think he probably wanted to come a little further in case the 4 ball doesn't pass the 5. The 4 ball does pass the 5. He's in a good spot. Good shot. Yeah, that's why the monitor looking at this on a screen sometimes can be deceiving as far as angles and so forth. All right, so if he's dead straight on the 5, he may have to draw us all the way back, but he's queuing high, so it looks like he's got a little bit of an angle. Yep. Now, see if the cue ball slides past the 9 enough to pocket the 6. If not, we could see another safety here. Possibly bank the 6, 1 or 2 rails. Have the cue ball stick behind the 9, but looks like he can make it. He's queuing like he can make it. Yep, good stroke there. Now leaves him fairly straight on the 7. Didn't want to try to do too much. Just make the ball, and you'll get that angle if you go a little longer, take a tougher shot. But this is a good safe and then run out by Scott Stevens. And that puts Team Scotty Doesn't Know up 2 racks to nothing in this team match. We have our next game is Matt Gregg for 8-Ball Scholars versus Curtis Yountz for Team Scotty Doesn't Know. Well, we are about halfway through. At least one team's about halfway through. I want to say a big thank you once again to our sponsors. This is Action Palace is the host location. One of the best pool rooms I've been in. I've traveled all across the country doing trick shot shows and competitions and seen a lot of pool rooms, and this is a real nice one. Absolute Billiard Service, which is owned by Josh Ebert. The best table mechanics in the Dayton area, and they do travel around. They can fix your table, assuming it's fixable, take care of all your cloth needs as far as reclothing and so forth. So check them out. Great people, great business. Crave Cure Kitchen. Looking forward to this opening up. Check out their food. And who doesn't like, going out to eat and having good food? Action Life YouTube channel. This is where you're watching this from and where all of the future Team Cup events and Action Palace board matches are going to be at. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, click the notifications bell so you know when the channel posts and or goes live. And then last but not least, the Mosses, Andre and Shannon, for all they do for the pool community in Dayton, for putting this together and other events. So big thank you to them. Okay, Curtis to break here. Good break. Made the 6 ball. 9 ball kind of got close. And he's got a really nice open table here. Okay. So the 2 ball on the side. Probably follow out 1 rail for the 3 in the lower corner. Yep, just like that. All right. 3 to the 4 isn't too bad if he can kind of draw his cue ball back out to around center table. The 4 to the 5, I think that's going to be the issue here because if he can get on the 5, 7 ball is easy, and then the 8-9's right there. So hopefully he wants to give him a good setup for the key shot of this game. All right, here we go. Ooh, did he overhit it? It looks like he overcooked it. Oh, wow. Not only did he block the cue ball with the 7, he blocked with a 5 ball. He's behind 2 balls right now. He's in a tough spot here. He's going to have to go 2 rails maybe. Short rail, long rail. Come down here towards the bottom of the table. I think when he was looking at this rack, he was probably salivating. I was like, oh man, I can get out from here and get my team to 3-0. And then this happens. All right, looking at whatever system he uses to kick with. Here we go. All right. Missed the 1 rail kick, but got the 2 rail kick. Got a decent shape. Like I've said so many times in these matches, just get the hit on the ball. Once you get those balls moving, you have no idea what can happen. All right, here's Matt. Play safety. You can get a little offensive, and I was just about ready to say he could probably go for the 9. And if he misses the 9, it's a two-way shot. Cue ball can get behind the 8. Great shot by Matt Gregg. Took only 1 shot in the entire game and was to make the 9 ball. All right, so that gets 8 ball scholars on the board. 1 rack. Still down 1. This guy doesn't know. This next game is Christian Walters from 8 ball scholars and Jesse McNew from Scotty doesn't know. All right, so this is rack number 4. So that means Christian Walters is breaking for team 8 ball scholars. All right, here we go. Christian Walters to break. Interact number 4. 8-ball scholars down 1-2. All right, wing ball went in, fired right in. Lost his cue ball a little bit. One ball came back down, kind of where you would think it would go. So it looks like we might be playing a safety here. He could thin the left side of the one, looking at it from our side, the right side of the one ball. Kind of put the one ball by the 2-5 and have the cue ball come down on the other end of the table. We could bank it too. There you go. Bank it and leave it down here. Or he could just play a 3 on the side. I don't think he wanted to hit that with much of an angle. I think he needed to hit that more dead center on the one ball and just stop it right behind the 2 and the 5. But he left Jesse a pretty straight shot here on the one ball. Might have to elevate a little bit if he wants to try to hold it for the 2 in the lower right corner. Taking his time here. 3-1 sounds way better than 2-2. Yeah, he was trying to draw it back. Look at this. Look at this. Missed the one. It was coming back, and then the cue ball looks like it gets snookered behind the 3 ball. Sometimes you got to take the rolls when you get them. All right, so Christian's going to kick here. Looking like he's probably going to go 2 rails. All right, here we go. One, two. And close, but no cigar. Good attempt, though. All right, so Jesse's going to have to take advantage of this. Now, the 3 to the 4 and 4 to the 5 is going to be the tough part here. Just because of where that 6 ball is in relationship to the 4 ball and then trying to get from the 4 down to the 5. Oh, wow. He undercut that a lot. And he missed, and then he hooked Christian again. This way, not as much, I don't think. Christian's like, really? You've missed twice and you left me nothing. But hey, it goes that way, you know? Yeah, you got a couple different kick options here. I was looking at going one rail long table, but you'd have to put a lot of inside right spin on this. Might just kind of go rail first here. Oh man, almost got it. All right, looks like he may have. I mean, he left him the two. I don't know if the two ball cuts here, so we may have to play a safety. Oh, it did go again. Monitor. I'm gonna blame that. Nah, he didn't want that. That was the issue with that five ball being there. All right, so it looks like he can just thin the edge of the four ball potential. He has to go rail first. All right, rail first. Ooh, did he get a rail? Looks like. There's a really good safety shot here that Christian has. You bank the four ball out of the way and then just follow the cue ball up right behind the six ball. It looks like he's doing something else. Yep, he's going to thin it. Trying to bring it down here to where the cue ball and the four ball are on opposite ends of the table. Not a bad shot either. All right, so is he banking this? Or is he going to play a safe here? Nine ball's in the way of that side pocket, so I don't know if he's going to try to go for a bank in the side. All right, taking his time because if he misses this and gives Christian a shot, which he hasn't really been when he's missing, but if he does, four balls left on the table. Again, 3-1 sounds better than 2-2. All right, see what type of leave here, and he left him a shot. Christian's probably like, "Wow, I get left a shot when you miss for once." All right, so let's pocket the four and then get good on the five ball. Nine ball's kind of in the way, so he has to be careful. Good shot. Got down here on the right side of the five ball. So now you just cut the five ball in, kind of draw it off the rail. Per ideal shape on the six ball, straight in shot on the six ball, because then it's just a stop shot. Nine ball on the side. Good shot. Look at this. I think he was listening to what I was saying. All right, it's just a stop shot here on the six. Nine ball on the side. All right, he's on the rail, but he still should be fine. Nine ball's pretty straight. And just like that, Christian Walters takes down Jesse McNew in game number 4. And we are tied 2-2, folks. Our next game is going to be Kenny Kemper from 8 Ball Scholars versus Tristan Harris for Team Scotty doesn't know. So while another team has got 2, I would like to say thank you to the Mosses for allowing me to commentate on this event. Um, Guys, I also say thank you to my friend Robert Sears for doing a handful of matches for me on this event. But the cool part about the Mosses is they've allowed me to kind of promote myself. Um, like I said in the intro, I'm a professional trick shot artist. I do have a YouTube channel. It's Superman Trick Shots. So I'd appreciate it if you send me a subscription and click the notifications bell so you know when I post. But it's every Tuesday. It's a series called Superman's Trick Shot Tuesday. So each Tuesday of the month is a different themed trick shot video. It's a little bit different for maybe some of the trick shot videos you've seen before. So I'd appreciate the support. All right, Tristan Harris to break in rack 5 of this Team 9 ball match in the Action Palace Team Cup 2. Oh, stay out of there. It's dark. Yes. Whichever guy. He didn't do the best, so they got a new quarterback. They drafted him. He's actually one of the best quarterbacks. He might actually win MVP this year. Yeah, he just threw a bad pass. The guy got his hands up and, you know, yeah, he's good. He's probably like 22, so 22, 23. So, yeah. Yep, yep. Let him know. All right, I am back, folks. A little bit of a technical issue I had to take care of. So it looks like in my absence. All right, we're down to 6 balls on the table. Yeah, see who's shooting here. All right, successful 4-6 combo. Still got it's a steep angle on that 4 ball. Cue ball is going to be going crossing. Probably cross a couple times to get on that 5 ball. Nope, tried to hold it. Undercut it. Got great shape on the 5 ball, though. Alrighty, so I believe this is Kenny coming to the table. So this is a great opportunity for Team 8 Ball Scholars. Would love to win this match and keep this event going. But also, on the other hand, Team Sky doesn't know. They're on the hill. They're a shark and they smell blood. They want to. Ooh, I was flirting with that. Oh, wow. Did it marry up to the 7? Oh, my goodness. I was about to say, Team Sky doesn't know that they smell blood in the water. They're waiting to pounce. Yeah, this is Kenny here for Team 8 Ball Scholars. Man, what a horrible break. All right, but can he still get past the 7? I don't know. He did. Oh, look at this shot. Don't go in there. It's dark. Oh my goodness. Great shot. And then it scratches like that. Wow. Only 3 balls left on the table for Tristan. Wowzers. All right. So just pocket the 7, center ball, maybe a little bit of high ball. 1 rail for the 8 in the corner. Yep. Just like that. Get you a stop shot here, but or ideally you'd probably roll it up just a little bit so you're a little more straight on the 9 ball. Yep, just like so. Wow, what a horrible roll for Kenny. All right, and just like that, Scotty doesn't know. Has a lead again. 3 racks to 2. And our final team members coming through is going to be Dan Salmons for Team 8 Ball Scholars and Chris Bradley for Team Scotty Doesn't Know. We haven't seen any golden breaks at all in this entire event that I can recall. Dan could go for one right now. All right, he's going more towards the center of the table more than most people have. So let's see what this does. Crushed him. Does he get a shot on the 1? It's going to be close. 2 balls on the break. Maybe have a shot on the 1. He's getting down quick, so he looks like he can go at it. To quote one of my favorite pool movies, kid's got a sledgehammer break. And make sure you watch your screen, folks, because Dan plays fast. And this is not just because of like pressure of the event or anything. No, this is how he does. Ooh, I don't think he wanted to hit the point there. He wanted to get past that side pocket point and rolled up for the 3 on the side. If he gets there, he's probably out, but just an unfortunate roll hitting that point. All right, 1 rail kick. Maybe you might get a kick safe here. No. Full 3 ball available for Chris. So it looks like he's going to be shooting the 5 ball next. Unless that dark ball next to him is the 8 ball. Unless it's the 4 ball, but it looks to me like it's the 8. All right, so assuming the 5 ball passes the 6, so it's just more like a stop shot or just a slow roll on the 5 ball. Yep. For the 6 in the same pocket. Oh, it didn't pass. And that 5 ball is deep too. So see what Dan has in store here. See if he goes rail first. I mean, he's going to probably have to go rail first and hit this with the correct speed, because if he puts any speed on this cue ball is going to go all over the place. Good shot. Slow down, cue ball. There you go. All right, so now let's pocket the 6. Probably come around 2 rails for the 7 in the upper right-hand corner. Yep. Maybe 3, maybe 4. It'll be 3 rails. Great positional shot. Great speed control. Just probably either 1 rail or a stun for the 8 in the side. Yep. Use the rails. All right, so just pocket the 8. I think he's got a little bit of an angle, so you might have to go off the side rail. Yep. He overran it just a little bit. He probably wanted to be straight, but this is still a pretty makeable shot. And just like that, one time through with everybody playing each other once, we are tied again, 3 games to 3. Team 8 Ball Scholars, they are not laying down. They are fighting to the very end. They want to continue this event, send this into the wee hours of the morning, and have an amazing comeback. But they got to win this now, and they're fighting. All right, so now we're back to the top. So we have Moss versus Trayvon. Moss got one shot in that entire first game. To see if he gets more in this one. All right, Trayvon making sure the rack's right. I hope everybody's been enjoying all of these matches. It's been a treat to watch everything. I hope I get to watch some more. I'd love to see a 11-10 comeback. That'd be interesting. All right, here we go. Trayvon's been crushing the break really good the last couple, pretty much all event. So see if he can continue that now. And I think I said last match, I think this is the most important game of this set right now, of this match, because the winner of this gets on the hill and then you get a little bit of a cushion. If you lose this game, you got to come back and win too. Good shot. Almost had the 9. So he made the wing ball. No, he didn't make the wing ball. He made the one ball on the side. Would have looked like he was going to squat the cue ball, got kicked. So, got a good look at the 2, but two's blocked from going in the pocket by the 8. So I think we're going to see a safety here. He has a couple options here for a safety, so we'll see. We'll see what he picks. Nicely done. Got the 2 ball moved. Got the cue ball behind the 3. Moss is going to have to come up here with a good kick shot. Good hit. Okay, it's not terrible. This is definitely cuttable for Trayvon. think you wanted the 2 and the cue to be more in a straight line. Now, position from the 6 to a 7, the 7 to 8 is going to be tough. Okay, good shot there. Good speed control. It's just more of just like a long distance stop shot on the 3. So if he can be straight on the 4, then he could either stop shot the 5 or slow roll it. But ideally, you're going to shoot the 5 ball in the lower right hand corner. We see a couple long distance stop shots, assuming these are straight in. All right, so he's got a little bit of angle on the 4, so he can just kind of punch the cue ball to the left side rail and out. Oh, he had the right angle, so you could just stop it. All right, so a couple options. You can stop the cue ball right there after pocketing the 5 ball in the lower right. So we can play the 6 ball in the upper left hand corner, or he can kind of follow up a little bit. So we can have the 6 ball on the side, or stun over a little bit to have the 6 ball on the side, depending on the angle. I think fixing the side will give the best position to get to the 7. But he got on the right side of the 6 ball, so he can just pocket the 6 ball, kind of stun over to get a good angle on the 7, so he can pop out for the 8. Stuff like this are what you see in drills a lot, and this is why you shoot drills. So once it comes to game time, it's like second nature. Good shot there. Then just shoot the 7 in, come over for the 8 ball. I tell you what, if Trayvon does run this out, I would feel bad for Moss because he'd have played 2 games and got exactly 2 shots. 1 shot in each game. But that's pool. That's how it happens, you know? Hit that really good. Getting close to his work, though. That's not the easiest shot in the world, but it's makeable. Moss coming over to see just to make sure there's no double hit possibility here. All right, so see if Trayvon can pocket this 8 ball, get a good shot on the 9 ball, and get his team on the hill in this match and in the event. Great shot there. In this 9 ball to do exactly that. All right, stood back up. That is smart. If you're not feeling it, stand back up and go through your pre-shot routine again. All right. That 9 ball to get on the hill for the match and on the hill for the event. And now it comes down to Bob DeTurk from APOL Scholars versus Scott Stevens from Team Scotty Doesn't Know. Now, how cool would that be if the team Scotty Doesn't Know, I'm pretty sure, was named after Scott Stevens, and Scott Stevens is the one to pocket the winning 9 ball? How cool would that be? All righty, since one team is on the hill, one last time, thank you to all the sponsors that have helped make this event happen. Without sponsors, these events don't happen. This is why I always say support the companies that support pool. So if you look on the patches of the players and on the logos of the events, that's who you want to buy your stuff from. Get off my soapbox for that now. But anyways, Action Palace, host event, great people, great venue. Absolute Billiard Service, which is owned by Josh Ebert. Great people, best table mechanics around. Crave Cure Kitchen, another great people. They gave all those gift cards to the junior players in the exhibition. Love it for them. Action Life YouTube channel. That's where you're watching this at. Make sure you subscribe, click the notifications bell. And if you watch all these videos, make sure to hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button. You know, it helps the channel out. And finally, gotta thank the Mosses, Shannon and Andre. Great people. Thank you to them for putting this event together and all the other action matches that they put together. So thank you guys. And thank you for allowing me to do commentary on this event. Hopefully people aren't fed up with all my commentary. And Bob's saved his best break of the entire event so far for this exact moment. 2 balls on the break, squatted the cue ball. Got kicked a little bit, so he's got the 1 ball here. 2 and the 7 are weird. Oh, look at this. He went for the 9. I was about to say 2 and the 7 are weird. 5 and the 6 are weird. So who knows? He might fire at the 9. And now with the 9 ball hanging in that pocket, anything can happen. All right, so he could play it safe here. I don't know if the 2 ball passes the point to go into the side pocket. He could just shoot this slow roll the 2 ball up to the 6 to kind of tie that up. If he's got the angle, might be able to bank the 2 ball off the point down here towards the bottom of the table and possibly put the cue ball behind the 7. So he's got a number of safety options here. I just don't see anything positive from pocketing the 2 if the 2 ball goes, because I don't think you'll get on the right angle for the 5 ball. There you go. That's a good safety. I don't think Scotty can hit right into the 2. I think he has to kick at this. And here's the thing. If Scotty doesn't hit this 2 ball and fouls, and I'm Bob, I absolutely fire that 2-9 in. So if you're Scotty, you can also be thinking, if you're not confident that you're going to get this kick shot, pocket the 9 right now, intentionally foul, so you can so the 9 ball gets spotted, but that makes Bob run this out and have to deal with that 5-6. All right, he looks like he's swerving a little bit. Good hit. Oh no, he scratched either way. All right. Well, at least this way the 2 ball is not straight in with the 9. Now, Bob really wants to be tricky. There's a 2-way shot here. Bank the 2 ball 1 rail into the 9, but keep the cue ball down here. Or you can go 2 rails with the 2 rail. Bank the 2 ball 2 rails. That's what he's setting up for the 9 ball, and then keep the 2 ball behind. I'm sorry, the 2 ball. Keep the cue ball behind the 8 ball. I swear, everybody, I've not been drinking. Just got a little tongue tied. So he has this 2 rail, 2-way shot. There we go. A lot of alliteration. Yeah, with where the 5-6s go. I mean, you got to do something like this. Because also, if he does a good enough safety on the 8 ball, that 2 ball's over by the 9. And it's going to be tough for Scotty to try to mess all that up, or even hit the ball, or try to pocket the 9 on a foul just so Bob couldn't hit the 2-9. All right. Getting close. Okay, it's not. Okay. So Scotty's going to have to go for the hit because there is no clear path like hitting like the six ball or anything like that to try to make the 9 out of turn just so Bob can't make the 2-9 on a ball in hand. Excuse me. I do not have a mute button, so. All right, so he definitely has to go for the kick here. Now, with where the cue ball and the 9 ball are, that's not a difficult kick to go right into the corner pocket where the 9 ball's at. So he may just elect to do that because that's the easier kick. It looks like he might be going airborne here. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. How crazy would this be? It would be a full table length 2-9 combo jump shot. Oh, man. Went for it and left Bob 2-9. Well, ladies and gentlemen, talk about drama. Hill, thriller. I think this is 2 straight Hill matches. This one is win or go home. So 8 Ball Scholars has to win this game to force another match and take the score to 10-6. But if Scotty doesn't know, wins this, their team wins this next game, they win the event. It is all down to Matt Gregg from 8 Ball Scholars versus Curtis Younks from Scotty Doesn't Know, with Curtis breaking. I'm on the edge of my seat and I'm just watching this. As a fan and spectator, we all love watching Hill thrillers. But when you're playing in them, oh man, the nerves are there. So we'll see if the nerves get to any of these guys. How does Curtis break this? Does Matt even get a shot? Does the nerves get to Curtis if he makes a ball? I mean, there's so many things going on here. Does Matt succumb to the pressure? Who knows? Here we go. All right. I didn't see a ball made. Okay. Table's pretty wide open. Position's going to be key here, though. 1 to the 2 is going to be a little tricky because of where the 3 ball is. That's a big ball for the cue ball to potentially get behind. 4 to the 5 also is going to be interesting because if you want to go 2 rails around, the 9, 6, 7 is kind of in the way. All right, see what Matt has in store here. Okay, good pot on the 1 ball. Overrolled his position a little bit. Had the right idea, just the speed control was a little bit off. And he might be able to just clip the edge of the 2 ball. Try to play it safe here. Yep. Oh, he tried to cut that in. He tried to go for the shot. All righty. Well, this is going to get interesting now because 2 to 3 is pretty easy. 3 to 4 is pretty easy. And with now where that 5 ball's at, he doesn't have to come around 2 rails off the 4. He can just pocket the 4 and then come off 1 rail for the 5. So here we go. This is just stay focused, stay down, Stay on the right side of the object ball. So position's easy. Slow roll this up or stop shot. There we go. Slow roll it up. Now this one you probably have to put a little speed on, draw this out a little bit for the 5 in the bottom left corner. There you go, just like that. All right, this is the shot of the game. I'd say the shot of the match and could be potentially the shot of the event. From the 5 to the 6. How's he doing this? Is he drawing this back? Is he come around 2 or 3 rails? He drew it straight back. Look at this shot. Great speed control. All right. Does he stop it or draw back? Yep. Little bit of an angle here. So ideally, I think he might want to shoot the 7 in the side. Natural shape. He can come down 1 rail for the 8 ball in the corner. Yep, just like that. Had to put some spin on it. Look at this. This is exactly what you want. Straight in on the 8 ball. Just follow it up. Just don't hit it too high to where you follow it in the pocket. Look at this. Well, folks, I think we have a new Action Palace Amateur Team Cup champion, and that is Team Scotty Doesn't Know out of Columbus. Congratulations to Trayvon Miles, Scott Stevens, Curtis Youngings, who potted the last 9 ball, Jesse McNew, Tristan Harris, and Chris Bradley. Congratulations to the new champs, but also a hard-fought match all the way through from the defending champions, Andre Moss, Bob DeTurk, Matt Gregg, Christian Walters, Kenny Kemper, and Dan Salmons. And you can bet your bubbles that there's going to be another team from Dayton. They're going to be going after Team Scotty Doesn't Know. So we'll see what happens with that one. Thank you to all the sponsors for this event: Action Palace, Absolute Billiard Service, Crave Cure Kitchen, Action Life YouTube channel, and the Mosses. Thank you to my counterpart, Robert Sears, for helping out with some of the commentary. They're going to do a little bit of awards ceremony here, maybe sign some things. I'm going to sign off right now. Thank you, everybody, for watching. This is professional trick shot artist Brian Superman Pauly signing off from the Action Palace Amateur Team Cup 2 on Action Life YouTube channel.